We got brutal on the scene, wicked and mean. You know the jump shot clean, keep it a beam. And in the lane, baby, flow the soft with a lean. And when you put me on the block, call me the dream.
Whoa, dope. Whoa, dope. It's your boy. You don't know Brutalsim on the scene, wicked and mean, with a next video for y'all, man. So y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is by now, man. I'll give y'all a quick 5 seconds for y'all to do one of the easiest things ever. Easiest thing. I bet it's the easiest thing you will have to do all year, especially considering how the year is. Alright, so I'll give y'all 5 seconds to make sure and like up the video and support your boy, man. I know y'all got your boy. I know y'all got your boy, man. Brew Squad, we in the building. Alright, now Paul DF made a post yesterday, man, and the only reason why I'm, of course, talking about this because LD responded, and someone else who works at 2K, I think he's an influencer for marketing, or so, not in charge of influencer marketing or whatever, at 2K responded to this tweet. Now the tweet is as follows. I've been playing Park since they first released it in NBA 2K15, and every year, including 2K16 and 2K17, people always claimed the game was terrible and the worst 2K ever. I keep things in perspective. Most people in this community just want to complain every year. Now there is some truth to this. I ain't gonna front with y'all. But as someone who critiques the game on a regular basis, there is a difference, and I'm gonna cover it at the end when I'm done covering all the replies and whatever. Alright. Now, LD actually responded to this, saying it's actually true. I have talked about this before internally. Alright, it also helps categorize different type of feedback given, all about looking beyond the moment. Now, beyond the moment, that's the key word that he put there. Now Mitchell, of course, I think he works on the influencer marketing team for 2K. Now he actually kind of elaborated on what LD said with the beyond the moment. He said teaching players to provide productive and useful feedback is key. Simply shouting one specific instance where something didn't work and holding on to that moment to say the game is broken ignores the fact that it's technology. Nuanced feedback is crucial to a game's life. Important words. I ain't gonna front with y'all, man. Now I gotta give a big shout out to my guy right here, man. Threat Level Neon. He posts maybe looking in the wrong place at the wrong people. CC at me bro show, at Brutalsim, and at J Easy. Alright. So shout out to him for that, man, for that acknowledgement. I do appreciate you, my G. I do appreciate it. Now, my opinion on the subject. Let's get to it. It's called a spade, man. Some of y'all won't like what I'm saying, but you know your boy gonna always be 100 with y'all, man. Trust me, man. Well, anyways, now we don't call it a spade, man. There is some truth to what he said. There is some truth, but again, shout out to my guy at the bottom. He said something that should resonate. A lot of times they look at the wrong people for feedback. Alright, now me myself, and I could only speak for myself in this moment, of course. Me and a few more people, of course, my guy J Easy in the lineup who played basketball and have some basketball background, gonna see certain things and look at it differently, right? Me, I played since I've been playing basketball damn near all my life, I played from the 1 to the 5 position, literally. I look at the game from 1 to 5. If y'all notice, every year I create builds from 1 to 5 because I like playing different ways. I like sometimes going out there snapping up ankles. Y'all know I love to snap me some ankles. Sometimes I just like to light it up, and sometimes I want to go in there and get some bodies, and I might go on the defensive end and pull out my lockdown and just cause some havoc on the defensive end. And some other days I wanted to get my big and go lock down the paint. So I hate to just play one specific way. A lot of times what you see happening in the 2K community is this. Since I'm a point guard, I don't complain for point guard stuff. I want point guards to have more energy. I want point guards to shoot better. I want point guards to have better, more effective dribbling moves. I don't care about what happens on the next side. They can handle themselves. Because I have a basketball background, not only a basketball background, I used to play chess extensively, so I tend to look at life like that. For every action, there must be a counter for it to balance it off. That's how chess is. It's all about strategy and who could strategize someone else's strength, right? So when I say something in basketball, or complain about basketball, technically, right? I'm looking at like slithery finish. I'm like, bro, what's the counter for this? If you drive to the baseline with slithery, it push the defenders out the way without them really having there's nothing in the game to counter it. So we need some balance to this. Or pogo stick. A lot of people say just remove pogo stick because it's OP. I'm like, not necessarily, because I always try to put a solution in it, and I don't know if they'll be able to implement it. Of course, I always preference, but I'm not a developer. Sometimes 2K make changes, and when they make a change in that sense, it affects something else down the road that makes the game worse. So, but I always say, like, even look at the pogo stick, what I recommended a few videos ago. I was like, instead of removing the pogo stick, it really got players who could get up that fast, right? But in basketball, what we do to these players is get them up in the air, then throw your body into them to pick up their N1. So it could work against them as well. These players usually get into foul trouble real quick, who love blocking shots. Because a lot of people, after you blocked me the first time, what are you doing? Foul. Getting foul trouble out. So it's going to work against them as well as working to their benefit, right? So I always try to recommend certain solutions. And once again, I go back to, are they looking at the wrong people? Because you're not going to stop people from complaining about the game. You're not. People who don't really put in the time, people who really go out there and really learn the game, they're going to come take contested shots and say, come on, 2K. Or they're not going to be out there on defense, and when someone hit an open shot, they're going to whine, come on, 2K, why are you letting them hit them and it's full white? You should have been out there on defense. It's that simple, right? So there are going to be that, but at the same time, there is a lot that's broken about the game. And once again, y'all got to go to the right people for feedback. If you go to a point guard tend to complain about point guard things. A sharpshooter tend to complain about sharpshooter things and try to bring the game to benefit their playing style. A center, the same thing. They look at the game from a center perspective, but when I look at it, I'm looking at balance. I'm always looking at the balance. So much time I disagree with my subscribers because they're gonna come in like, bro, I'm a center, bro, and people keep coming in here on me and dunking. What kind of center do you create? Do you create a defensive center? Because I got a defensive center. When I go in there, I hold the paint down. Like, I will tell them that. Like, I will give them feedback. Like, bro, I will call this like, bro, you probably created a center without defense. Because you know it's a video game and it's a basketball game as well. So yes, it's a basketball game, and you know it should be close to the basketball, but you gotta understand it's a video game as well. You got certain aspects that could counter certain things, and sometimes you gotta go to the game, leave the basketball beside, and go to the game aspect. Now, hopefully down the road they get a balance done, but we like arcade gameplay, and arcade is not gonna be as sim as it should be, and you gotta understand that as well. So there is a lot layered on top of this. Do we complain a lot as a community? Yeah, we do, but it's not different from no other community, man, to be quite honest. It's no different from the car community or no other gaming community. To say we complain more, that's nonsense, to be quite honest. It's nonsense. I watch COD every day, and the best players in the world calling it trash. Alright, so anyways, man, that's my feedback on that. Let me know what y'all think. Alright, as I said, there are certain people that literally plays the game a lot and give constructive criticism on a regular basis, and there are some people that just complain. You cannot stop that. Alright, so someone actually responded to the tweet saying, I know it's technology, but 2K did take out the explosive behind the back and could have done the same thing with the dribbling gauge animation. The in between the leg pull up even slowed down the D-way jump shot animation, but no, none of that was done all year. Now LD actually responded saying, sometimes my G, And I know y'all seeing my G, but I know this is what he was thinking. Sometimes, my G, it comes down to engineering. Not as simple as putting something out without breaking entire system. Development is quite complex that way. Though feedback is always looked at for things like this, and they're always working. Now, I ain't gonna front with y'all, man. We see in situations like this. We see in situations where 2K actually tried to patch the game and it messed up something else multiple times, man. We seen that. So I could see some truth in what he's saying right here, man. But anyways, man, let me know what y'all think about this situation, man. This video is already long enough. I got a few more things I want to talk about, man, but we already spent enough time on this topic, man. So y'all could probably look forward to a next video later sometime today. So don't forget, if you're first time to the channel, make sure and leave your feedback below, because I'm always in the comment section. And don't forget to like the video, share the video, and hit your boy a subscribe. If it's not your first time, though, like the video, share the video. You never know who's gonna be informed. Yo, your boy Simon, love, respect, bless up, peace.